Heavenly Father, take away my shame. No pain, no guilt. No pain, no gain. No shame, no pain. No pain, no guilt. You're lying under my quilt. Baby, come and hold me. Centerfold me, put me in your pocket. You go up like a rocket. Take me home for later. You can use my vibrator. Baby, come and knock it, and I see you in my stockings. Me and you remember. We got it not to remember. Come on, baby, have a pillow fight, yeah. Holding me down with all of your might. No pain, no gain. No shame, no pain. No pain, no guilt. I'm lying under your quilt.
Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you here to the gallery tonight. Our guest this evening is a female who's attracted much attention and controversy over the years. She's sparked much debate and had many admirers. Her career began as a page 3 glamour model, which skyrocketed her image into the public eye. And since then, she went on to become part of the #1 group, the It Girls, with the worldwide hit, I Wanna Be Your Puppy.
Yeah.
We're here today to welcome Miss Trish Dee and to find out more about her love life, her much publicised affairs, and how she's turned her hand to business and become a self-made entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Trish Dee.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Oh, can I just say what an honour it is to be asked to this event by these lovely artists. What is she wearing? I mean, it was so me anyway, because I mean, I'm always saying that to my girls. Oh, what is she wearing? So it's perfect for me.
It's lovely to have you here in Manchester. Is this your first time up north at Manchester Art Gallery?
No, it's not. I spent quite a lot of time here in the 90s. I must say it's gone a lot more upmarket nowadays. It's not quite as rough as it used to be, even though we still are up north, of course. Yeah, I mean, what I would say as well is I'm used to the bigger galleries, you know, the big proper ones, the ones that are in London, like that massive one that's on the Thames. I know this is only a little tiny one compared to that, but, you know, it's, I still feel at home, you know.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest one here, but it's really a delight to have you here. So you like art and culture, you must know some of the great artists here in this room. Do you have any favourite paintings?
I do like that one with all them little girls in the pond. That reminds me of my time in the It Girls. Chasing that man, dragging him in there. Just like what we were like back in the day.
So I guess some of these paintings also remind you of you and your glamour modelling career, which we're going to talk about later on. Have you been to anywhere else in Manchester? Do you plan to go and see the new Arts and Cultural Hub Home?
Home? Is that place by Pizza Express?
That's the one, yeah.
Is that not where they put all them homeless people that are all hanging about?
No, it's definitely the one that has the art in it.
Oh right, I didn't know. I thought they were just being nice and putting all them homeless people. They do make the place look untidy though, don't they? I thought they'd put them somewhere.
So how important is it for you to look good?
Well, like I was saying, Kat, my main passion is beauty. So being in the pursuit of beauty room was actually ideal, perfect for me. And I would say it's probably a priority. I mean, I know they say beauty's on the inside, but really, nowadays, I know, you know, and I don't argue with that, but I do think nowadays you've really got to keep up with things. You know, you've got all your Photoshop and your CGI stuff, so you've got to enhance yourself as much as you possibly can, just to keep up, really.
What did you think of the death of Page 3 then, and the No More Page 3 campaign?
Well, I thought that was quite sad, really. You know, when I was in it, all the girls were really, really well looked after. They all wanted to do it, you know. And what are all them boys going to do now on their lunch breaks? You know what I mean? It was all over the House of Commons. So again, you know, you've messed their day up. You've got all them builders, you know, really are grafters, you know. And I just don't see what the problem is.
You evolved through time, moving on from glamour modelling. You then moved into having a very successful music career. We mentioned earlier on about your hit, I Want to Be Your Puppy. How was it being part of that worldwide pop sensation?
Well, I mean, the It Girls, it was crazy times, really. And it was before the Spice Girls, even though Jerry Halliwell is older than me. Can I just say that on camera? Basically, and she did get everything from me as well, including the bubbly personality and all the, you know, bits and bobs. At the end of the day, you know, God bless her. I wouldn't say a bad word about Jerry, of course not. But yeah, the It Girls, I mean, it was crazy. We were wild, really. I'm sure you've heard about the gigs. We had Honey dressed up like a little Pooh Bear with a little tail, and a little jar of honey she used to pour on the audience and lick it off. It was crazy. We had Kinky with a little pink bondage gear on, because it was for the kids, so it was pink, kept it pink. And she used to go around whipping the audience, and they were screaming their heads off. It was hilarious.
The bands, you were together for quite some time, and then you started to hit the headlines for Spiraling Out of Control. There were spats between you. Do you want to just kind of tell us a bit more about what happened there? Because a few of them don't really want to talk about it, and where are they?
Well, what I would say really is our producer, Danny Quick, he actually did invent quick step music that was like dubstep, but it was a lot quicker, so it was a lot more commercial.
Could you offer any advice to other single mums out there?
Well, if you're not as talented like what I am, you might want to try and get yourself a rich fella, and there's quite a few ways you can do that. It does take a little bit of investment. I'd probably say if you've got good credit, get yourself a little credit card. Get yourself some expensive clothes, not the knockoff ones, because people can tell in expensive places. Don't go down Wetherspoons. Make sure you go in the more classy bars, because you're not going to meet your Prince Charming in there, to be honest with you. And yeah, just if you've got scraggly hair, get yourself a bit of hair extensions, get yourself on the sunbed, and if you can afford it, probably get a little boob job.
Okay, all right, and you do go into more detail about beauty advice and fashion advice and relationship advice in your book, Hard to Swallow, which is just out, and we are going to have some book signing opportunities at some point as well. But we're going to talk about that now. You then evolved and you became a self-made businesswoman. You have a number of businesses, Hair Today, Gone Tomorrow, pioneering hair removal treatment, and the book. So the book itself has actually come under a bit of criticism as well. Do you want to just tell us, why do you think you're a good person to give advice?
Well, I think, I've been to the University of Life, I really have been through it. I've learnt a lot. And I must say about my laser hair removal therapy treatment service, Hair Today, Gone Tomorrow, we do get a lot of ladies in there. We get all the ladies. We do get some gays. We get a few gays in there. And we do actually get proper men in there now. It's taken off with them as well. And to be honest though, some of the girlfriends are not that happy with it. As a few of them have said to me, Trish, it's like having sex with a dolphin now, having sex with my boyfriend. And what I say to them though is, who don't like dolphins?
You mentioned earlier on that you do the hair removal, but you've also launched a few new other things which were inspired by the Kardashians.
Oh yeah, we've got a new service now. Again, they've said this is controversial, but it is purely natural. There is no chemicals involved. It is very expensive, but look at the Kardashians. Do you know what I mean? If you want that sort of look, you've got to pay top dollar. And basically what it involves, we've done it all, we've tested it all the animals been tested on, everything, monkeys, all the rest of it, all of them, no expense spared, and basically it is the blood of fetuses who are not going to make it, but at the end of the day, it works wonders for your skin, and like I say, the Kardashians are all over it and have been for a very, very long time.
Okay, I'm not sure that'll be for everyone, but you've put it out there.
Well, it is expensive.
Do you think things have changed over the decades for women? Do you think they've improved?
Well, I think in a lot of ways, yeah. I mean, they can go to university and you can do all that now, but what I say to my Mercedes is, babe, you know, they all end up working at McDonald's though, don't they, really? So you've got to put your looks quite high up on that little agenda of yours, really, because there's only so far you can go with it, really.
Okay, so what's next for Trish?
Well, I have got a line of perfumes coming out called Inspiration, because a lot of women do say, Trish, you are an inspiration to me. It's not my words, you know, it's the general public who I do love and I do appreciate. So why not bring a perfume out called that? And yeah, it's going to be all top quality, again, tested on every animal you can imagine, so you're all going to be safe, and it's all very natural. So yeah, that's working with top designers. I'm not allowed to say which people I'm working with yet, but it will all come out soon.
Okay, well, I look forward to hearing more about it. It's been interesting and a revelation, and thank you very much for coming up north to Manchester Art Gallery. A big round of applause, everyone, for Trish Dee.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
So, we're actually going to have some questions now, so this is your chance if you have any burning questions for Miss Trish Dee, and you can also get your autograph. Her personal assistant is here.
Emma, my PA's there with the mic if anybody wants to ask me
any questions there?
Anyone wants some advice, really, because I can see that a few people might be a bit desperate.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you what kind of example you think you're setting to young women with catchphrases like slut up or shut up. How is that supporting women's voices in the 21st century, Trish?
Well, what I would say to that is, again, I am actually a realist, you know. A lot of people don't like to admit these kind of things, but, you know, I feel like I'm here to help. I am a voice of reason when there's a lot of confusion in the world. I'm sorry, that's the way I see it. You know, you're entitled to your opinion and I'm entitled to mine.
I just wondered if you have any advice for maybe lesbian women or women who don't want to catch an old man.
Well, what I would say about lesbians is I think that, you know, I think we're all a bit of a lesbian in our own way, which, you know, I'm quite open to that, but I do think sometimes, you know, if you want to sort of raise your stakes a bit, you know, you don't want to be just left there on the shelf if you get to, you know, 30 and you think, oh, I wouldn't mind, you know. Yeah, at the end of the day as well, men have got more money, so you're in trouble really, you know, and you don't want to leave it too late is what I say. You know, leave that option open.
Okay, another round of applause then, please. Thank you everyone for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Trish Dee, thank you.
Thank you. I will be taking autographs later. Thank you.